Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my August favorites. Can't believe August has come and gone. That means we're getting closer to the fall season and I'm pumped about that. Fall is my favorite time of the year. If fall is your favorite season, you can just or fist bump me through the lens. Okay, I think we got it. So every month I sit down and share some of my favorite products that I've been using a lot over the past month. You guys seem to really like these. I really love sharing my favorites with you guys. At the very end of the video, I do include some book favorites as well. If you are a reader like me, I like to share that kind of thing with you guys. So before we jump into the video, be sure to give this one a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, let's hop into some of my favorites. I think this is gonna be pretty quick because I just have a handful of products here. But the first product is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter True Matte Primer. So this is what the primer looks like. I will squeeze a little bit on my hand. That is what it looks like right there, and it blends in completely clear. It does have a pretty strong scent. I feel like the soft matte primer is a little bit stronger. I've basically been using this ever since I got it and reviewed it in that Wear Test Wednesday. I cannot stop using it. This does such a good job at keeping me oil-free throughout the day. It does blur my pores, it smooths out my skin. It's definitely not as smoothing as the Tarte Clean Slate Smoothing Primer, but it does a really, really good job at mattifying, blurring my skin, and just making my makeup last a really long time. So if you have not tried this and you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend it. If you do have it, let me know. I know it's still kind of a new product, but I've been really, really enjoying this primer and I've already gone through like a good portion of it. The only thing I would say is even though it goes on like a lotion, the pump doesn't disperse a lot of product. So I feel like I have to pump it 2 or 3 times to get the amount of product to cover my face. And I think that means that I'm using a little bit more product than I normally would if I was using something like a little bit more dimethicone base that just went in my T-zone. Next primer I have to talk about is from Tatcha. I have re-fallen in love with the Silk Canvas primer because I've allowed myself to use it even though I've hit pan and there's not that much left. So this is a super pricey primer, so I don't know if I would repurchase it. To be honest with you, I might repurchase like the small size that's like $20. I could do that and just use it on special occasions or something. This is the primer that I used on my skin today. It's not as oil controlling as the Fenty one, but it does an amazing job at smoothing and blurring my pores. Something about this just is wonderful for skin. You don't have to use very much of it. If you do use too much of this product, it can almost make you look a little too greasy and too oily throughout the day. So I only put it in my T-zone and it just makes my makeup look so nice, so skin-like, and it almost feels like there's skincare in here. That is the vibe that I get. I feel like this comes from a spa. I've re-fallen back in love with this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I didn't use this for the longest time because I was using my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo and the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer, and I wanted to give a break to those to make sure I don't go through them too fast, and I saw this and I was like, I haven't used this in a long time. So this is a very affordable, high coverage concealer that I am almost out of. It's the concealer I'm wearing today. It does a really nice job of mattifying when you have oily skin. Like it's going to smooth and dry down pretty well if you have oily skin. It doesn't crease as much on me as some other concealers do, and it does have pretty good coverage. So I've been using this a lot and really liking it. I've also been really enjoying the lip combination that I have on. This is from Ulta. This is the Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Serenity, mixed with the Marc Jacobs High Shine Gloss in the shade Skin Deep. So this is the combination I've been wearing on my lips a lot lately. It's what I've been wearing in a lot of my videos, and I just love it. It's a very nice neutral pink. This can pull a little bit more peach pink, and when you put this on top of it, it dulls it down and makes it a little bit more nude and neutral. So I've been really loving the combination of these together. The highlight I've been obsessed with this month is from Mercier. This is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01. It is the highlight that I have on my cheeks today. This is what it looks like. It's a very good high-end version of the Essence Radiance Make Me Glow, or like the Essence highlight that's natural that Kathleen Lights raves about. This is very similar, except it's like the high-end version. This is the color of it. I will swatch it for you. That is the highlight on my hand right there. I had fallen back in love with this after using this on some of the bridesmaids in the wedding that I was in recently. If you haven't seen that video, I explained that I was the matron of honor in a wedding of my good friend, and yeah, I talked all about that in my Chill Get Ready With Me, so if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out. I'll link it down below. But this is the highlight that I used on a lot of the girls, and it's just so stunning. When you blend it out, it's just got that really pretty wet look to your skin. It's not super metallic or like in your face. It's a little bit more on the natural side, but it's so pretty. It's perfect for my skin tone. It stays all day and it just looks so nice. So I've been using this highlight a ton, especially for work. I don't want to wear a highlight that's super intense and almost distracting. So this is the one that I have been going to and using a lot during the month, especially since I started back at work. This is the last makeup item I'm going to include in the video. This is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. I've actually fell in love with this as well. I kind of forgot about it, but I did a review video of this palette not that long ago. Basically, it's split between warms and cool tone shadows. So over here are all the warm tones and over here is the cool tones. The way that I've been using this palette is putting the shade Sassy, this like really pretty bright peachy orange shade, in my crease, and then putting the shade Spicy, it's a gold, and putting that on my lid. I've also been taking the shade Smooth, it's this dark matte brown shade, and putting it into my outer V, putting on some mascara and calling it good for work. Like, this just does a really good job at defining and deepening my outer V without looking like a smoky eye at work. So I've been really loving this palette. It's so affordable and you get a lot of eyeshadows in here. All right, I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads app because I don't have any of the actual physical books with me to talk about, but just so you guys know, I've read 19 books out of 20 books for the year of 2019. 20 books was my goal. I have read 19 and I'm proud of myself. Anyway, moving on. I finished this book August 2nd, so I don't think that it was in my last favorites. If it was, I apologize, but it's called Dark Matter is what the book looks like. It is by Blake Crouch, and I read this book in like 2 days. It was insane. It was so good. If you have ever seen, what's the one with the cowboy guy flying through the library? I think it's Inception. Okay, it has Matthew McConaughey in it. You probably know. Interstellar. It's very much like Interstellar. I thought that it was going to be like a murder mystery, and it kind of was, but it had a twist to it. So I really, really enjoyed that book. I thought it was very intriguing and it moved really fast and I really enjoyed it. So I'd highly recommend this one if you're into like thrillers. And then I also just read this. It's for work though. So this is more like if you have kiddos that you're raising and parenting at home. This is a really, really good parenting book. It's called The Whole Brain Child. It's 12 revolutionary steps to nurture your child's developing mind, survive everyday parenting struggles, and help your family thrive. I just finished that today. And I gotta say, it was really good. If you're a parent out there and you want some like advice, or if you just wanna like learn more about your kiddo's brain, then you should read that book. That one was really good too. There you have it. Those are all of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorites from the month were. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.